everyone. So today I'm on my way to go look at an old Ford. It's actually a Mercury Frontenac, which is kind of like a Comet. It's a Canadian version of a car. It's kind of neat. If you remember, I was looking for something that might double as a police car project. So with any luck, this will be the one. So I'm gonna hop in and go for a ride. And with any luck, I'll be getting this car taken home. So let's go have a look at it. So a little background on the Frontenac. In 1960, Ford introduced the Falcon, a mid-size compact car, and the Mercury Meteor dealers wanted something they could sell as well. So they were given the Frontenac here in Canada. With just over 9,000 made, they were not a high production model car, and it was just made 1 year only, 1960. And of those 9,000 cars, there's only about 19 or 20 that are supposedly left on the road. So not very many left at all. We're gonna go have a look at it, see if it's something we can save and put back on the road for our use. Let's go check it out. So I'm assuming the car I've come to look at is the one that's sitting underneath this car cover. I'm gonna go knock on the door and see if anybody's inside. And you've owned this since 1962. So you're just about the original owner of this car.
Yes.
And Doreen's kids have really grown up around this car. All the girls have learned to drive on it, and they had it around the house for a really long time. But sitting the last 10 years can be really hard on a car, and the interior and the brakes and the tires have all started to wear, as is expected. So I'm going to check it over and see if it's worth picking up. But she tells me she has another car in even better shape in the garage, so let's go have a look at that.
Oh, that's Mom.
And this is, so you said it's a 67?
67, yeah.
And that's original paint?
That's original paint, yeah.
And your dad bought it brand new?
Brand new, yeah.
Wow, it's kind of a shame it's not staying in the family, but it's basically immaculate.
Yeah, the interior is pretty good. Take a look. I was just telling him this, he's asking if this
Oh,
is
it's just a beautiful
for
car.
sale. And I said, yeah, but I couldn't remember what the price is at.
It's just a stunning car.
He said he's...
And this 67 Cougar is spotless. I would love to bring it home, but with a $16,000 price tag, it's outside of my budget. So I'm going to look back at the Frontenac. And with a little haggling back and forth, we were able to make a deal on the car, and I'm going to call a tow truck and get it brought home. So I got the Frontenac home. It's right here. It managed to actually fit in my garage with the boat and the other stuff I got in here. So changing the fluids, emptied the old gas out of it, charged up the battery, and it's just clicking. So I tried the the fail-safe, give your starter a couple whacks and see if it frees up the points in there. I think my starter just shot, so I ended up picking up a new starter from Napa Auto Parts today. It was only 70 bucks, so I mean, geez, for that price I may as well put a new starter in anyhow. So I'm gonna take the old starter out and put a new one in and see where we're at after this. Okay, so I have the new solenoid and the new starter installed. So we're gonna crank this guy over and see if we get any action out of the engine. So my father-in-law Dave is gonna try cranking it and see if anything happens now. There's no gas in the car. We just want to see if it turns over. Okay, give it a try. Oh.
No, I'd say it's the battery.
Okay, give it a try. New starter solenoid, and a better battery solved any problems this car had starting. It cranks over well and starts up. I'm gonna have to get the tank cleaned out of any old fuel. I've already done that, but I have to put some new fuel in it. And yeah, next step is gonna be brand new air filter, and didn't want to put the ratty old air filter back together, so he gave a fresh paint job of Ford Blue. And we're gonna get this guy all put back together, and next step will be polishing the car, detailing it, tires, and then brakes, and hopefully we'll be driving this thing around before too long. So the other thing I'm gonna do is take the back of the seat out here. As you can see, the top is all sun damaged. The bottom's actually not too bad, that'll clean up, but I'm gonna get the back redone. This is a bit of a project on a budget, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with the interior here. So I'm going to show you what the paint looks like right now. This is on the front fender. You can see there's little kind of scuffs and marks, and there's absolutely no shine on this whatsoever. There's no reflection coming off. So I'm going to try a little polish in my trusty DeWalt power polisher and see if I can bring some shine back to this front fender. So this will be the before, and let's see what the after is going to look like. So I've applied some polish to the car evenly, kind of all over there. So now I'm going to try the buffer and see how it goes.
So you can see already, just even with a little bit of buffing, there's a huge difference. This front fender, which had no gloss and no shine, is now actually giving off a reflection and it's getting shiny. A lot of those little scratches that were in there have come out. So the trick is going to be doing this to the whole car. Ideally, I won't have to do much for painting on the car to kind of bring it back up, other than when there's a little spot of rust here and there. But it's looking pretty good.
The old Ford is really starting to come along. This car was just bound for the crusher or bound for parts, but we're going to bring it back to life. A little bit of polish so far has brought the paint back. So this is the end of stage 1. But you've got to stay tuned for phase 2 because things are about to get a lot more interesting. So stay tuned and watch how this car transforms. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you like these videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see y'all soon.